going from history, who would we choose? I know my answer.
Go ahead.
Jesus Christ. By the way, laugh all you want. And it seems like it would be a wrong thing to say. He existed.
If you're like my boy here and believe it's foolish to think Jesus ever existed, I would do some digging because evidence is not on your side. And just to help the skeptics out, I'm not going to be using the Bible as evidence. This is first century Jewish historian Josephus, and he is our best source of information about first century Palestine. He twice mentions Jesus in Jewish Antiquities, his massive 20-volume history of the Jewish people that was written around 93 AD. Josephus wasn't a follower of Jesus, but he was around when the early church was getting started and would have known people who had seen and heard Jesus. And in one passage of the Jewish Antiquities, it recounts an unlawful execution. Josephus identifies the victim, James, as the brother of Jesus, who was called Messiah. Another account of Jesus appears in the Annals of Imperial Rome, a first-century history of the Roman Empire written around AD 116 by the Roman senator and historian Tacitus. In chronicling the burning of Rome in AD 64, Tacitus mentions that Emperor Nero falsely blamed the persons commonly called Christians, who were hated for their enormities. Christus, the founder of the name, was put to death by Pontius Pilate, procurator of Judea in the reign of Tiberius. Shortly before Tacitus penned his account of Jesus, Roman governor Pliny the Younger wrote to Emperor Trajan that early Christians would sing hymns to Christ as to a god. And Roman historian Suetonius references Jesus in noting that Emperor Claudius had expelled Jews from Rome who were making constant disturbances at the instigation of Christus. I also think you guys should know that the sources that I've been citing have been coming from him, Bart Ehrman, who is a scholar but is also an atheist. Ehrman says this collection of snippets from non-Christian sources may not impart much information about the life of Jesus, but is useful for realizing that Jesus was known by historians who had reason to look into the matter. No one thought he was made up.